Here we have a SAT math question. Okay, let's go to the information. On a particular weekend, 5 times as many cars traveled southbound through a toll booth than traveled northbound through the toll booth. 5,600 more cars traveled through the toll booth heading southern than traveled northbound. How many cars traveled through the toll booth in both the directions combined? So both the directions means like southbound and northbound. Okay, there are two pieces of information. The first piece of information compares the number of cars traveled through southbound with the number of cars traveled through northbound. In the second information also we have the same thing. That is the number of cars traveled through southbound with the number of cars traveled through northbound. Okay, now since in both the informations the number of cars traveled through southbound is compared to number of cars that travel through northbound, I assume the number of cars traveled through northbound as X. According to the first information, then what is the number of cars traveled through southbound? So it's clearly 5 times as many cars travel southbound through a toll booth than number of cars traveled northbound through the toll booth. Then it has to be 5 times of this one, 5x. Okay, now, so we have to find the total number of cars traveled in both the directions. So to get that, what we need to do is we have to add these two quantities. Then I'm getting x positive, 5x equals to 6x. Okay, once I get the value of x, it can be multiplied by 6 to answer this question. That is the number of cars traveled through the toll booth in both directions combined. Okay, now let's use the second piece of information. That is 5,600 more cars traveled through the toll booth heading south end than traveled northbound. Okay, already we have assumed x as number of cars traveled northbound through the toll booth. Let me write the same thing, x. Okay, if I use the second piece of information, there is 5,600 more cars traveled through the toll booth heading southbound than traveled northbound. Then the number of cars traveled southbound through the toll booth has to be 5,600 more than this value. Then it has to be x positive 5,600. So now to get the total number of cars traveled in both the directions as mentioned in the question, what I need to do is I have to add these two quantities. When I do so, I'm getting x positive 5,600 equals to 2x positive 5,600. Okay, from the first piece of information, the total number of cars traveled through the toll booth in both the directions combined is 6x. From the second piece of information, we get the same quantity, that is the number of cars traveled through the toll booth in both the directions combined is 2x positive 5,600. So both these two quantities represent the same stuff. That is the number of cars traveled through the toll booth in both the directions combined. Since both these quantities represent the same stuff, we can equate them and solve for x. Okay, now let me do it. So 6x equals to 2x positive 5,600. Okay, now to solve for x, I have to get rid of the 2x on the right side. For that, I have to subtract 2x from both sides. When I do so, I'm getting 6x negative 2x on the left side. So when I simplify them, I'm getting 4x. So this positive 2x, negative 2x will cancel. I'm getting 5,600. Okay, now to solve for x, I have to divide both sides by 4. When I divide both sides by 4, this 4 will cancel out. So then I'm getting x equals to, when I divide this 5,600 by x, I'm getting 1,400. Okay, now I got the value of x, that is 1,400. Okay, now to get the number of cars through the toll booth in both the directions combined, I have to plug in x equals to 1,400 over here. So let me do it. When I do so, 6 times 1,400. Okay, when I multiply 6 and 1,400, I am getting 8,400 in this one. Even if I plug in x equals to 1,400 in this one, I'll be getting the same result. Anyways, we can check it. There is 2 times 1,400 positive 5,600. So 2 times 1,400 is 2,800 positive 5,600. So when I add them, I'm getting 8,400. So the number of cars travel through the toll booth in both the directions combined is 8,400. We find 8,400 in option D. So the correct answer choice for this question is option D.